Life in the jungle is not easy. Everything revolves around the river, and yet the river is not their friend. It is used for everything from cooking and cleaning to bathing and human waste disposal. It is their only source of drinking water, so adults and infants alike drink the polluted water. Worms and parasites run rampant, and malaria is a constant threat. The people of the Nukurai River are no exception. It is nearly 400 miles away from its closest jungle city. Their only means of transportation in the jungle are by foot or simple boats. Their average income is just $400 per year, if that. In the jungle, the men are the hunters and fishermen, and the women assist the men in planting and harvesting of the crops. It is hard work, but it needs to be done, and so hunting, fishing, and gathering consumes their everyday life. If they don't catch it, they don't eat. Due to the male-dominated culture in the jungle, the cycle of childbearing can begin as early as age 11. The older girl is responsible for her siblings, and they are many. Villages still have chiefs and witch doctors, and no access to formal medical care. Education stops by the 6th grade, and most of the adults cannot read. The potential for advancement does not exist, and so life goes on, much as it has for generations. Finding hope in the midst of all this is hard, and that is where Rain of Blessing Ministries steps in.
They are the most joyful people. They are very simple people, and they are no different than we are. Their needs can only be met by the Lord, and that's what's happening because we see their sadness turning into joy.
Ever since I accepted Jesus in my heart, my life has changed totally of this terrible life I had before.
Before knowing Jesus Christ, I was the lowest in this world. I used to argue and fight with my wife. I always beat her, and my little children, they were always crying when it happened.
I really had a bad life with my family. I felt to leave my wife, and I wanted to leave her to have another woman. I want to thank Pastor Willie and his wife Paulette. Thanks to them that have come bringing the gospel of Jesus and the gospel of life. I thank them and his ministry for teaching me the word written in the Bible about the life of our Lord Jesus.
The ministry of Willie and Paulette are bringing so many benefits here, not only in material things, but in spiritual things as well.
We're building a resource center to teach Bible training, train pastors and leaders, evangelists, eventually send out missionaries from here to other rivers. We hope this to be a model site where the people know they can come to get training. We also have a secondary education system to educate the children so they can go on to higher education themselves. We hope to have a training center for agriculture. And there's no animals in the jungles to hunt, or the river's too low, they can't fish. So they need to learn ways of raising animals like black-belly sheep. We're buying black-belly sheep and having them flown into the jungle. The village has given us 5 acres of land to start our agriculture project. We hope to teach them techniques for growing vegetables so they can have better health. Across the river, it's been asked if we would clear the land to provide a pasture for cattle. We're looking at bringing in Simmental cattle also, which we can breed for providing milk to the villagers also. After these children are weaned, they don't have milk to drink. So we can provide milk for the families here and the others upriver through these Simmental cattle. We have participation of about 7 villages with new leaders which we're training. These are the future leaders. We had 10 salvations come out of this in the first day.
And today I accept your death on the cross.
We baptized 13 people in this conference. It was just amazing at the things which are going on. They now have an opportunity to receive Bible training which they had not had before. And we just give God the praise and the glory for it. One of the major things which we need is well drilling equipment. We'd like to drill 20 wells to provide clean drinking water for each village. Good water is about 50 meters down. We're looking at a price of about $9,000 for the well drilling equipment to be shipped from the States and an estimated $50,000 to drill 20 wells. We hope to have teams come down to build churches. We need 2 teams a year. We want to have 2 medical teams to cover this river alone. Evangelism teams, which you have youth teams come down, all to be a part of what the Lord has called us to do here, to help reach people, to help train them. We want to reach, teach, and keep these people for Christ and then send them out. There's an army here waiting to be used by God. We want to mobilize that army, and we need your help to do that.
How much do you think it takes to run a ministry in the Amazon jungles? Would you believe it takes between $8,000 and $10,000 per month? How can we reach that goal? Well, here's how you can help. Let me break it down for you into 2 scenarios. First, we'll look at monthly support. 50 individuals giving $25 per month, 20 families giving $50 per month, and 8 business leaders giving $1,000 per month. A second way is with a one-time gift. 50 individuals could give $160, 20 families give $100, business leaders, 10 could give $1,000, 10 could give $5,000, and 2 could give $25,000. Every penny counts to the work of the ministry, and your contributions are always tax deductible.
Paula and I take no salary from that. The only salaries which are paid here in Peru are to the workers which we hire in country. The staff of Rain of Blessing back in the United States is all volunteer. Every penny that comes in to this ministry goes to the work of this ministry. We use nothing for salaries or personal expenses. We use it all for the ministry.
Rain of Blessing Ministries is in need of your support. There's lots to do, and you can be a part of the exciting work that God is doing in the Amazon jungles. Whether you come to visit for a short or long-term mission trip, your talents can be used here. You don't have to be a pastor, carpenter, or even a doctor. There's work to do here for all ages. All it takes is a willing heart. Come see what God is doing and be a part of changing lives for Christ.
Paula and I would like to give you an invitation to come to the jungle, spend some time with us and see what the Lord is doing here, to experience what we love in the jungles.
Bless you and thank you for being a part of what's going on through Rain of Blessing Ministries.